Morning everybody. It is Thursday the 8th of August. It's about 6:45 in the morning. It's a nice morning, no wind, but there is that autumn feel about it. It's just a quick update really, just a quick plot tour. I haven't done a full plot tour for a while, so just thought I'd show you around, see what's going on. These are my long carrots. They seem to be doing okay. It looks like the soil is split in there. I have looked at the bottom and it is still moist in the bottom, so hopefully the roots have reached that, and you can see new growth on them there. I see the mole's been digging down in the bottom, so that's maybe not good news for the roots. And next to them is the parsnips, and they're looking quite well. Looks like I've got the leaf liner on the leaves on them. And then next to them is some more long carrots. All looking good. Onions are drying away. They've been up there about a week, 10 days. And my celery. That's the best celery I've grown so far. Haven't harvested it yet, but it all looks well. As you can see, with these pallet collars, I've been putting an extra one on as the height's got up, even though they're self-blanching. Just thought it might help a bit, but you can see down there what they're looking like. So hopeful for them. Potatoes. Sarpomeras now are in flower. The rest have all flowered a while back. No sign of blight on those. The odd leaf where I've knocked them trying to water them. That's a nightmare trying to water in there. I'll have to not do them in a block next time. I have to think of something else. And if I can just squeeze through here. Sunflowers are all looking nice. A lot of them have gone over now. I'll have to start marking them what they are for saving some of the seed heads. Asparagus, that really wants time up, although I am thinking of taking that out and planting some more somewhere else. Dahlias, you look a picture. Dahlias always look better as the season goes on. As you can see, it's quite a jungle up here. We are forecast a bad weekend, so I expect there'll be some damage, some high winds and rain with it as well, which is the worst scenario. Sweet corn, that's coming on nicely. They're about 6 foot tall, and as you can see, the cobs are just starting to fill out now. Surprised how quick, from a little bulge on the stem, how quickly they come on. Taking you round. Never thought all this would grow as well as this. When you plant things, you don't expect to be struggling to get through the paths. These are courgettes and squashes. They've just about reached the top of the arch now, and as you can see, they're coming on quite nicely. We have been eating these and taking them when they're about 30 centimeters long, and you can see the size that they are getting. That's quite some weight in that, and there's little pumpkins coming everywhere. Hope I'm not making you feel too sick. The sweet peas are all finished now, and I'm just letting them dry out for saving some seed off them. There's going to be a lot of seed on there. Some more pumpkins hanging there. Went for all the smaller varieties this time, apart from pink banana, which you can see there. Got a few of those all coming. Managed to contain it to that bed for now anyway, but I will be going back to Crown Prince next year, I think. That's my parsnips and celeriac. Leeks. I keep keeping an eye on these leeks. There's nothing untoward at the moment. They all look quite well and healthy. Isn't that a picture? Beautiful. That's a late crop of beetroot, and the last of the peas. Not many left on there, and as you can see there, those are drying out for save seed. So I'll probably get those out today if I can. Looks scruffy in the garden, but like I say, autumn colours. Tomatoes, I've taken all the bottom leaves off them, and they're all looking well. They've all gone over the tops of the sticks that I put in, so I will be taking the tops out of them. But there's plenty of fruit on those, and there's no blossom end rot at all, and I've got no blossom end rot in the greenhouse either. Just had it on the very first one of the big beef tomatoes. Other than that, I haven't had any at all this year. French beans that the rabbit had, as you can see, they've all come back. Plenty of flowers on them, and there is just the one or two just starting to form. So when they just looked like sticks a couple of 3 weeks ago, you wouldn't have thought they'd look like that. So that's marvellous. Yesterday I picked all the runner beans and made some runner bean pickle with it, and as you can see, the cobra French beans, very prolific. I've had more this year than I think I've ever had, and as you can see, they just hang over the side for easy pickings. Let me just push my way through here, give you a better idea on this side. You can see that the beans just hang nicely, and yeah, makes it very easy for harvesting. That's all ready for second lot of brassicas when I plant them out for autumn and winter crops. And at the brassicas are all pushing up against the side of the netting. I'm surprised that I haven't had any damage yet from the cabbage fly, because that's got to be tempting for him. Some more beetroot over there and further on down there as well. Dahlias all look nice. I'll put these in the ground next year. They're all in pots this year, and they could have done a lot better. I'm going to start digging the pond out soon. I was going to get a bloke in to dig it out, but I got fed up of waiting, so I'm going to do it by hand. And some more beetroot there. This beetroot has been lovely this year. Some of the nicest we've grown. And just some more dahlias there. Jerusalem artichokes. They haven't grown very big, but they're only in small pots. Terry King. His are, well, they look to me as though they're 8-10 foot tall. Maybe not. Maybe they're not that big, but they're certainly a lot taller than that. And his are in pots. It must be all that Terry's tea that he's feeding them. So that's a quick overview of the plot as it is beginning of August. I'll just give you a quick scan around the greenhouse, and that's the short tour for today. Bring you back in a minute. And the greenhouse has produced very well. This tomato here is Sakura, and I believe there's 10 trusses on that, right the way up to the top. And I would think that's probably my favourite tasting tomato. It's just dripping with them. We've had a lot. I always take 6, 7, 8 cherry tomatoes in my bake box for work, and that one has certainly produced very well for us. It's an F1, so I won't be saving the seed off it, but I had 2 seeds left from last year and they both came, so yeah, I'll be buying another packet of them, and definitely be growing those again next year. My melon, looking a bit sad now. I shouldn't have planted it right next to the doorway in the draft, but it's had virtually all male flowers on it. I think Bill and Val have had the same problem. 2 plots of heaven. But I did notice yesterday, just there is one female, and that's the only one that I've seen all year. So maybe a bit late, I don't know. And like I say, it's looking a bit sorry for itself now. Sweet Million, that's produced quite a few, but I shan't be growing that again. That's one that I will eliminate from my my collection of seeds. It's okay, but I think there's nicer tomatoes to grow. Cucumbers, gosh, we've had so many cucumbers. Mini Munch and Carmen as well. And I've got some out in the plot which will take over when these have burnt themselves out. The peppers, well, I can't believe how they've come on from what they look like. There's plenty on them. Some nice sized ones. And we've been taking the bell peppers. So I'm very pleased with how these have come out after they got so infested with aphids. Carrot in a bottle. I will do a reveal on that over the weekend, probably Sunday. I'm working all weekend until 8 o'clock at night. And that there is Big Mama. And that is the second truss. I don't know what the weight of that is. The biggest tomato I've had so far was £2 4 ounces. And that is huge for a second truss. And then Gigantimo next to it. That is also the second truss. Not as large as its counterpart there, but for a second truss, that's unbelievable. And then Shirley. That's an old variety which has stood the test of time. All looking nice. And Alicante, that's a good reliable crop, nice tasting, good sized tomatoes. And then that one is Super Mama, and if I just take that one there, you can, nice heart-shaped tomato. Delicious on the sandwich, definitely grow those again. I think there was 6 on the first truss and they were all that size. So that's what's going on in the greenhouse. Anchor yourself down for a stormy weekend. I hope you don't have too much damage, but it doesn't look like it's going to be great. Take care everybody. Many thanks for watching and commenting, and have a good weekend. Many thanks. Bye bye.